Anyway, before that guy just flew in this dang screen. I was gonna stream this earlier, but I was doing the I was trying to fight Ryan Shogun as moon. What? Look, here's the thing. Normally in streams like this would usually end around 10-15 minutes from now. But seeing as how some random just up and challenge me, it's not going to take that long to deal with them. Especially seeing as how he has Beerus's pants on. Unless this stream has a network error, I'm not losing to you. Data input. I wrote the book on that practically. Come on. Black man. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not stupid. Black back to my face. Wasn't even trying to do rank this week, or last week, or the week afterwards, because something tells me that it's gonna get incredibly horrible some other time, and that's around the time where people are gonna want to watch it. Unless my mail's saying random, I wouldn't expect that much either. You want, man? Keep staring at my character. I'm trying to do the dang raid. You're not gonna look. I'm telling you, unless the stream lags out, you won't beat me. And this isn't me getting cocky or anything, or having some cheese active. No, I just know how you fight. You a male saying who was block mashing and had data input. Look, here's the thing. I'm not stupid. No, in fact, let me pick this preset and see how you deal with data input. If you can't deal with it, then you need to take that move off. I'm watching that elapsed time very closely because, again, usually the first time I stream in a day, it usually has a network error. I'm just watching out for it. What was it gonna be? Come on. You're gonna have to come at me with a little more than block mashing in my face. The reason why this Soren Fair side is because again, usually when the first time I stream it, it usually ends. I'm trying to get those fights in before that happens. Which, by the way, I already knew was going to happen though, so. The only thing that this person managed to do different than any other Sandman is the fact that he spelled Saiyan right. Everything else was just about as unoriginal as any other male Saiyan would fight. Why I get this feeling why I get this feeling he's looking for me?
Welcome, friend.
Like, these artworks are gonna be these artworks are gonna be I'm running out of TP medals. Oh, speaking of wait, hold on.
Welcome.
Like, can they update this with an actual? Oh, I said in first comes possibly. Oh, that's probably it. Oh. Okay, just making sure I didn't get any messages. Alright, now let me look at the ranked leaderboards and then I'll get started. Okay, this is relative. Okay, oh yeah, this is. It just updated what, like 2 hours ago, I think. I get the feeling I know at least 3 people in here. Yeah, I do. Unfortunately. So for this time patroller, I should either use a Cyberman or I can use Carnage. But if I'm going to use Carnage, then I need to pick a priest that doesn't have Drain Field on it, because this is just time patrollers. Last week? Oh, hold on. Yeah, let's check last week, because again, I really haven't been doing this a bit. I'm kind of waiting for the DLC to come out, which everybody paid for in November of last year, but we just ignore that happened. Let's see here, the Trouble Pod Freaks like a mod. That boy said, I know you're annoying. You got Male Earthling as your man from the EU, so you know you cheesy. He's gonna wind up making it to the top 5 because I saw his name in the other leaderboards. How do you even? Oh, you guys right, you just run away the entire time. Every time I fought this person, who just ran off. Yeah, okay, that's just. I'm sorry. Sorry for what? Yeah, you did make a mistake. It is a female's name.
Sup?
The Japanese players are really something you do. Yes, they are. They are something. Alright. I should be in my own. Okay, got it. So, I'm in my own party right now. Because, again, I do not like hearing people in Xenoverse. I also don't like people blasting music in my ear. I mean, granted, nobody else can really hear it. But I will. I actually will hear that. The only way everybody else will hear is if I had like a capture card, I think. Which even then, despite my best efforts to try to get it to work on my laptop, it just wouldn't take. So I might have to use a different sort of computer. That's probably it. And, hold on, like, no, I'm just search for a room because obviously me doing quick search isn't gonna work. You know what? Fine. I got a better idea. Let's just find like the laggiest person. See how that works. Because if it's somebody that has good connection, I'm not gonna connect to it. Let's do this. No, no. Well, so that one had 0, which means it was undetermined. Sir Button Masher, I already don't like you. It didn't take me but 2 seconds, if that. This is a law. I'm just checking his bio real quick. All right, nobody I know. I should probably do this one for now. Again, Sidemen are the easy way to go, but at the same time, anytime the Tap Patroller does a skill, I'm pretty sure it's completely armored, and I have to wait throughout the entirety of the move, so I can't do that. And I'm trying to think about what else I want to do after I do the crystal ray stuff and this stream. Because as much as I do want to do Street Fighter 6, the only challenge I can really do is beating Ryu in difficulty 8. And he's dang near impossible because he just don't get the energy in that game. He's way different than the other guys. That's super mad dance. Half a second there, I thought it was Golly as well. I might have to stick with my favorite route. I get the thing if I pick a side and he's gonna get knocked back the whole time. I'm gonna stick with him. What's that up 100? Oh, nice. Me, I didn't do that yet because there was some stuff I had to take care of around the house while simultaneously I was trying to do a particular no damage challenge in Genshin, which is... It's like I want to say it's impossible, but there's only one person who usually does that. And I'm going to be the second. It's kind of like the Jean solo. Only difference is, with her, I could actually get hit. Because there's no way you can do that challenge without getting hit. Because again, everybody has the particular presets that they have. I'm not saying it's unplayable, because again, sometimes we want to have patterns like that. The only thing I can think is that when I'm in a survivor team, I usually get low-level people or brain-dead people. And then when I fight survivors, all of a sudden they're like, it's like a team full of Einsteins. In 2 seconds.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Sup?
I just have some things to discuss outside of PlayStation. So let me read what I missed. I said Billy Wong. Yeah, that mess. Like, I actually did have I actually had a decent match, so I have yet to post it though. The video I want to try to post is under a minute. If I want to. because again, sometimes I do want to do stuff for YouTube Shorts, but the thing is, like on my old phone, I tried to upload something to YouTube Shorts, and it just made it like a small video, and not putting it in the Shorts. But I still create a Shorts folder regardless. Maybe in the future I might, like, I don't know. You have to re-upload them or something. I don't know. But yeah, like, one of the videos I'm gonna upload is, I think, like, the fastest fight I have was a level 4. Just cause that. And then, the other one I was gonna post was, it was somebody hogging the Dragon Balls, but somebody definitely did it in such a stupid way that the night escaped. What the? Oh. Why is his clothes so, like, black? And why on earth you pop health and stamina coverage despite the fact we all have, like almost all of the health are full? In fact, if we're going to be technical, the person who actually did that, his health was full. I'm starting to think it was a male thing. That's just me, assuming again. Yeah, like one of the lines I took out for I'm bored. That's not. I took one of the lines out for that. Just in case the same scenario already. But I'm hoping that for this particular game that before DLC 16 comes out, that they actually patch some of the stuff like the Super Soldier, because it's really annoying to try to get around there. Especially after that last one where I had to separately upload it instead of making it a set video. The other thing they should probably add, in my opinion, is checklist plate. Because I'm looking at her and I think to myself, you have color plate and tail color plate, not her. The other thing I wouldn't mind is a trendy fuse clothing. Because again, as you see in not only the profile picture that I have for YouTube, but also drawings and stuff, like, the colors are supposed to be slightly different. It's like the world first, it's like the Customary Universe. Maybe. Because I'm thinking of stuff like everybody getting together and stuff in this huge lobby. One of the modes I think of is Global Colosseum, or Soul Calibur 5. I talk about it a lot, but it was a mode I really liked back then, because I think the maximum people you could actually have in one lobby was like 100, if not 70 something, I forget. But all those people
You've
doing
got a
stuff in there
talent for this.
while
Don't forget how
you know,
that
here's the
felt.
thing. Not only was it that, there was multiple lobbies that you could choose from, but now I know nowadays it might not be anybody at all since everybody moved on from the PlayStation 3, but I remember a while ago, people usually would be populated in like the first lobby or in a Tokyo lobby. No, no, wait, it was a New York lobby. That's what it was. But yeah, I feel like Street 6 might do something like that. As for the story mode, though, I'm not sure how they're gonna do that. Cause no, something tells me that Street Fighter 6's story is probably going to be like Street Fighter 5 story. And no, I'm not talking about in terms of it being just lackluster. I'm talking about the main story and character stories. Because on one end you want to know more about the character, kind of like characters like JP and Marion or whatever. And then there would also be the main story with characters like Ken and Ryu. Because I would like to see an interaction between the two in that game. Chokusei Daibo. Okay. So we're learning moves for the characters. Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, that could be it. They might do something like that. $18K points. Okay, so either A, one of the fights didn't count, or B, my character's not doing enough damage. I might have to go to the side, but before that, there was something I noticed. Like, look at this. This 1.5 million point gap. It's even the freaking point of getting first place or second place in these things. You're not doing enough damage. It's likely. I'm gonna have to pick a side and see how that works. If not, then I have to either do one or two things. I can either have the meta preset that everybody else has, like Bomber DX and all that, or I can go with the striker module thing, because sometimes some raids have different damage outputs when you do them. Like example, like with Hercule. He's armored and yet strike moves do the most damage, so that's why back then people rocked up like Angry Hit. Oh, I'm definitely connecting to one of these guys. Everybody got like 2-bar connections. Yep. Oh, I have connected. And you must be referring to the intro screen for the Vegeta Raider. Me, I'm saving the TP and stuff for the next Raider that comes out. I know some people said it was the Ginyu Force, though I wouldn't understand why.
Sup?
Let's see if I do Kanton City spokesperson for Kanton City Type Patrols. Oh, what's up, Xfire? Why is it like... Because when I see that, it makes me think to myself, we had this really cool intro in Xenoverse 1, and then Xenoverse 2, the intro was just a commercial. That was false advertising. Like a fully equipped item shop. We had people working out and stuff. We had people doing a bunch of other stuff. Like, no, none of that happens. Like, what you see nowadays is like a giant Namekian in the center of Kanton City with a bunch of male Saiyans running around trying to fight you. Alright. But let me pick a Cyberman real quick. Let me see if he does more damage. What if the next Raider is even more of a problem than Vegeta? Well, then I have to apologize to Vegeta then. I did the same thing to Boo already. Because back then I used to hate Boo because, you know, Super Boo and Kid Boo, you know, pre-Spopovich patch was a huge problem. Nowadays, people really don't get this Kebu like that, unless they're camping. But the only other person to me that would make sense as Season 3's new Raider is either Broly or Goku Black, Zamasu. I'm surprised they have songs in that game that are similar to Dragon Ball Super, and yet they don't have them in the game. Yeah, it's what we got nerfed. Yeah, people know. Is that cooler? It was really, isn't it? Why are you doing the regular combos look cooler? I was saying, like, I just sit there and get killed because of that. Okay, based on how everybody else is doing, they're all out for themselves. So I'm getting back up. I might not be able to get enough damage off because Cooler over here is doing fake blast and full-on melee combos like it's 2017. Why is it the first? No, why is it when I pick a side and all of a sudden people are doing stuff like Spirit Pulse? I can't even do the move I want. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick the 3 for this one. Let's see what everybody else is doing. Why? If he was in the game, why did you even try to create him? At least you picked me up. Get your stuff off the screen though. Even the developer scene hits over it. Why are you trying to this cooler is an imbecile? I might have to just do full Power Ranger the whole time. But I'm getting more damage off of Cooler, you know that. Back. I might have to stick with the other person. Like, look at this nonsense. Get out the freaking way. Meanwhile, freaking Mursack is sitting there perfect blocking everything, not even looking. Yeah, I'm probably dead. Well, wait. I was hoping to stay in black but no, that's not going to happen. I'm trying to blow up at least once. I can't do that with Cooler doing full combo. Okay, I was behind you when it happened. Okay, let's go with that. No, let's wait. You get knife back, I already know. Can't do a thing with this character in this lobby. Okay. He didn't even do that, but okay. the only. It's like the only team player in this thing. Yeah, didn't see that coming. I mean, like, some told me he would like underlay his attack for that. You better just keep me down. I'm not gonna get a lot of points with him. I might have to pick the module for this one, see how many points I get then. If I get a lot of points, then I'm sticking with her. Couldn't do a thing with this character.
Well, well, you've got some good moves.
Like, I don't know, every time I pick certain characters, certain things happen. It's like if I go into ranked and pick Lauren, I fight Hit. If I go into this mode and I pick a Cyberman, I get to see Divine Lasso or Brain Dead Cooler players that you just saw. Which I didn't even think was... No. I would say that was possible, but everybody spams like 2 combos with Cooler anyway, so... Really can't say that. Let me check notifications real quick. Alright.
Sir.
Alright, let me pick my module for this one. See how that works. Because as I just saw, the Cyberman isn't going to do anything. This guy's a male Sam. This man didn't spell platinum right. I said like it's N-U-M, not N-I-O-M. Okay. Where is that one priest I usually use for Hercule? Is it not here? It ain't here, is it? Yeah, I don't think it's here. Maybe because I haven't had to do that thing in a while. Jesus Christ. Let's try this one. Super electric strike damage. My go-to move in breakers. Unless I'm in a cave, then I just straight up fight. No, which one use platinum or whatever. I try different OT transfers. I'm not into too, being like I try to see which one's the best for me, but the one that's worked out the most is of course the 17. I do try to do other ones though. It's just like if it's not broke, my brother fix it. Yep. Just as I said earlier, Divine Lasso. See, funny enough, I actually would have picked the side mission just to give him a second chance. But after seeing that right there, I can't do that in this match. I'm not getting the points on these. Fake blast. Okay, that hit you, but you know, the universe isn't exactly a game that's supposed to hit. No wonder didn't do any damage that time. That time was gonna lag because of that stupid Divine Lasso move. Oh great, now this guy looks like Spotify. Well, this is a good way to get some key back. You can see that. That stupid move. Okay, get the rumor it is. I mean, me really in this, well in that game of Breakers, I don't really look at win rates for certain people. Especially seeing how in season 1 there was a bunch of greater cooperation, and nowadays we have Dragon Ball hogs. Boy, quit posing. That's the one thing I hate about this movie, the fact that you hit it all of a sudden I gotta sit there for 35 minutes and then pat their head and whatnot. Like, I could have came from the bathroom and back and he would have still been patting his head. Survivor's best mission. That, and I think the new stuff for Wake and Beerus, although even though I see them often now, I'm not sure what it is that they have that's busted on it because I don't really have them to really get a good read on it. Only got one thing. And that was what, like the stun time negating for landing on places, and the thing is that's useless because I have the hovering device, which if I use it low enough, then it negates the landing. So that passive should have even existed. And another thing, the hovering device you can buy from the shop. There actually is tech application. I'll check that out. I do remember in a previous stream somebody says that the speed boost is really fast afterwards when you land. So I'm gonna see that. Like something tells me that when people find tech like this, some raiders are not gonna like it because they're avoiding them and they just don't want to getting nerfed. Did I get more damage or less damage that time? the same damage as before.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
I'm trying to find a move that does a lot of damage. That works consistently. And no, I'm not gonna use Gigantic Roar, a little greedy move. I can't even use self-destruct because everybody's knocking him back. I might have to do a round with just key blasts. Well, I mean just key blasts. I mean as in just bending Kamehameha and the charging key blast in golden form. No ultimate. Got another mod. And you can't even say you use that mod to make yourself look better because no. Looking like the doughboy from freaking Pillsbury. See, you figured to hit one. No, this stupid Super Soul. Freaking hate that Gamma 2 Super Soul. Like, and the reason why I hate it more is because ever since he came out, like the Super Souls were like glitched or whatever, to the point where people are just literally abusing this, and that mess is ridiculous. So how much points do I have now? It's probably like 30k or something. Yeah, see, not a lot. It's like cast with the annoying ghost. That much it does. What's up doing? The number one top controller is, of course, as everybody has guessed, a mod. The White Satan. Oh, don't even pose like you're doing something. You spell Satan wrong. Other way. It's like you're getting kidnapped.
Sup?
Yep. You know, like, but if I were to actually compare his voice to somebody actually talking, it reminds me of Daniel Fortescue from freaking Medieval. He sounds like when he talks. And how long is he gonna be doing that back there?
I won't let you. I won't let you.
That's better. Alright, I'm gonna try this match with just Ben and Kamehameha. You said, you remind you of Pyro from Team Fortress 2? Huh? Your power sounds deeper. The reason why I say it sounds like Daniel Fortescue from Medieval is because he's literally a skeleton who has no jaw. And he attempts to talk. You can slightly understand him, but but only in like certain instances. You only understand like 2 if not 3 things he's saying. He said the gas mask only fitting. With him sound like that, yeah. Are these guys gonna hurry up or not? Look, I'm ready. I'm gonna wait a minute and everything. I ain't got a minute. Oh, that's the full lobby. Now you can press the X button. There you go. Now we're just waiting on this laggy person. Okay. Now where was that one super soul? They're probably the same thing, but I'll just choose this one. But this time I'm gonna do just only bending command mail. It could or could not work. I'm gonna see if I can try to beat my score from last time, which shouldn't be too hard. It was like 28. It was like 2,800 points or 3,000 there somewhere, somewhere around there. If I can get above 3,000, then I'm sticking with that one move. I wouldn't know where to begin with the Street Fighter 5 story. I know where it could end. We can birdie. So like, not even Charlie losing. Because yeah, every time I think about that story now, thanks to me playing it again, I have to think about how he said using a weapon was cheating. Despite the fact that this dude, with the exception of Street Fighter 1, he used a weapon on me every time he fought me. And the thing is, he didn't even need a weapon Street Fighter 1. He had like double axe handles, and that was like all your health. I'm not even gonna poison him. He's straight bending command man. I know that the poison thing does do some damage, yeah, but I'm only gonna use these beams for I only use these beams to get energy back. Use a great choice to come over. You know who should have been one of the raid people in that game? You remember that one person who always talks about how he buried everybody, but he don't want to fight nobody? Like he bought the news board. Should have fought him. That man's been ducking other time patrollers for the better part of, I don't get me out. Like almost 7 years. Circle fly. Because that time is probably ducking over the leader, the trade, the social trade, probably. Who did that? I think it's been oh, it would be the Beerus Hose mail stand that popped out Lumberg. I don't even need that. I show you a magic trick of getting your health back, but I'm going to waste the capsule. Well, he'll just charge up. You have full key. Got that. Hold on. I know it's light not being picked up, so I'm getting them up. Despite the fact he uses Circle Flash. Okay, let's see how many points I got. Let's see here. Trained, you never had much choice to show until you trained the server. She moves a copy moves and it shows the moves like watching. Kim was the original moves herself. So kind of like Sokka from Street Fighter. I somehow got more points spamming just bending Kamehameha. That's something.
That's it. Good. Keep concentrating on your training.
I may have to just do that the entire time. Well, let me see how many points I got now. I'm gonna take a guess and probably say around a little under 50k. And I haven't heard of Bulma in a while with me. She's probably gonna be coming up within the next couple of seconds. Never mind. So at the event I do hear Bulma, then I would know what needs to be patched if it hasn't already been patched. It's her screaming at the top of her lungs about the Hero Coliseum. And I feel like, as I said before, she should only be reminding you of that if you haven't completed the game's story mode. Why am I right about it? Like a little under 50k. Because again, like point values and stuff, I don't really know how that goes. I just take random estimated guesses. I freaking hate that loading screen. Oh yeah, oh wait a minute, speaking of. Well, first off, I recognize your name. Okay, but here's why, give me a second, load it back, because I need to accept some of the artworks as loading screens. But the thing is, most of these aren't even real artwork, it's just, you know, just taking something from the cutscenes in the story. Now, I could just accept all of them, but I forget which ones I did and didn't do. This one I like though. Oh yeah, this one also like. It should be all of them. Wait. I do not know why Super Boo is making that face. Jason, you want to explain that one? You remember Eggman shouting no in that show? Yeah, that's what he reminds me of. Yep. If you hear that now, if you heard that line pre-patch, then they were gonna up and shoot Kilo through the whole time. You hear that nowadays, you say to yourself, "Yeah, we got this in the bag. We're just gonna body him." Because the Boo Raider has had a really tough time recently. But yeah, like again, like to qualify, I guess as a raider. Well, I don't want to necessarily call it qualifying, but you know that raiders need to have their own place based on places that they have been or places that they fought. An example, like when I think of Broly, I think about that grayish map that Broly and Goku fought in the end. There was like the buildings getting destroyed. You could have that some other part. You could have where Vegeta and Purgus were talking at the beginning of the movie. Like you could have stuff like that for his. While as you can either have Paragus as level 1 as a raider, or you can just have him to where he's a survivor. Because you know he did try to escape with that time machine. Got like a paper airplane, unfortunately. Extra sim points that guy in the loading screen. Oh yeah. Wait, extra sim. Wait a minute. You watching Cinema Sins or something? I talking sim points. Because I do know that some people make their own versions of that. Like the only person who I watch regularly with gaming sims, I think, is Char5, who I'm actually subscribed to. Like he does a lot of he does a lot of like Sonic games. No, but I know what you're talking about, though, but still, I just hate that particular thing where you have no loading screen. Because there's so much to choose from. Oh god, we got freaking, what's that thing called? Freaking gigantic roar. Why? Well, okay, you know, I have a question. Why is everybody using Spirit Blaster? Is there something about that movie I don't know about yet? Like that movie did a bust. Because this is like the third time I've seen it. And he can't give me the excuse that it's good at tracking, because there are other movies that are really good at tracking. Like all the phases movies. Are you sort of are you? Like you have to be trolling me at this point. We got Spirit Blaster, Sword of Hope, and at the door you want to move. I think you're gonna save my life now, so we have Core Breaker. And that I need them block the move. That's my move. The only real move I can think of that's a block with a special beam cannon is Tri-Beam. Tri-Beam takes low. What the? We really have one person using Core Brick and one using Circle. A nice try, already red button. Him teleporting everywhere is really annoying for really good points. You did against some transmission, but no, I didn't. And around this point, it's almost like I don't even want the move anymore for two reasons. One is because there's a bunch of other stuff that's already going to be out. While as two, I hate dealing with that move. And don't want to sound like a hypocrite saying that I hate moves like that and yet I use it. It's like if I were to say something like I hate Dragon Burn this game, but I'm using it. Oh, to be fair, you can't use this as a transmission every 2 seconds. You know, it's like a 2-3 minute cooldown. Even so. I can't get any damage off because of this idiot over here with Bully's move. Transmission is active skill for a short time, but never paired it with energy field. Yeah, everybody does that. That time I didn't get a lot of points at all. Thanks to some people, which I can't ignore, but we're going to just get past that.
That's it. Good. Keep concentrating on your training.
Well, this is taking too long. Normally, I would have already gotten all the points necessary to do this, but I can't do that with everybody doing that particular move. So I might have to go with Bomber DX, despite the fact I hate hearing that sound effect over and over again. And though it's not the most annoying skill in the game, like sometimes when you hear like 3 people using that move, it does get a bit annoying. Somehow, some way, though, throughout this entire stream, no one's used that move though. Everybody's using Circle Flash for some reason. Alright, come here, Carnage. Let's go ahead and give you Bomber DX. Actually, I might do the raid at least once or twice on this character, actually. Normally I don't because my character Ada has all the characters, so I can use whoever I want when I pick her, picking any place I want as well. Can't do the same thing for him, because as people know, despite the fact that the story mode in this game is semi-decent, I guess, I don't like doing it over and over again. I liked it in Xenoverse 1, whereas you only had to do the story mode once. And you unlocked everything for everybody. Oh god, now we have the actual Casper, unlike the other mod or whatever. But wait, no, just hold on. We gotta go ahead and talk about we gotta talk about this guy now. You look really stupid. I want you to know that. That you see, that's why you're 0 and 11. Let's see here. At some point after the full game of Street Fighter 6 comes out, I'm just gonna get the custom piece I wanted to have. Yeah, it's the same thing for my characters like Jack and Lisa. Again, those are the two first like main characters I had. Now they weren't the first characters ever made, but they were the central focuses for a while. Kind of want to give them that same kind of respect. Alright, where's Bomber DX at? I gotta be close to do this stuff, so. And then Elegant Blaster I don't really even need. Because again, I only use Elegant Blaster for when I'm trying to get away from people that are armored. And this guy isn't really armored unless he's doing a skill. And the skills he uses aren't really stuff I run away from, so. We'll do Giant Storm in case it's too far away. And Special Beam Cannon in case it starts blocking a lot. I didn't want to recreate Dragon Ball. One other thing though, my character Jack and Lisa didn't start off in Dragon Ball. Like they actually started. They started, I think, a little bit before Mortal Kombat Armageddon came out, so it's been a while. And again, YouTube I think came out a little bit after that, but my characters couldn't really get any screen time unless I actually disappeared on there. But you know, again, I didn't have a YouTube channel way back when. While simultaneously, even at the event I did, I wouldn't know how to post a video. So. I'm not saying like it wasn't until I think like 2013, 2014. I forget the year, but that's around the time I think I made the YouTube channel. I didn't start posting until much later. Oh yeah, let's do this one right quick. And you can tell I don't pick him because he's still not active yet. But to be fair, at least in my opinion, that was one of the biggest wasted slots in this game. Goku Black and God Goku. Even though I talk about it a lot, I couldn't emphasize it enough because they already have a Goku with the same moveset. They could have just added moves and Super Souls. Like they just want they just want an excuse to give Goku more stat types because everybody's limited to I think like 5. The reason why I also made the weekends first was because I like to recruit characters from different media. Yeah, that's also what I do as well. There's Fight for Wrestling and Smackdown as well. I'm blocking everything. No wonder I pushed up for Beam Cannon, because you're about to catch it in a second. I was getting real close. Okay. And that's why I had that move. Okay, because you got blocking. replacing gigantic rage with demolitive structures for the rest of the physics. Yeah, that just, like, again, I've only seen pictures of the movie. I've never really seen it in full animation, with the exception of, I guess, the character trailer. But even then, I've only watched it like once. Now you know what I'm talking about when I say like the Bone Dead kind of effect with a lot of people. You were not seriously doing that non-working combo for this thing. You know that combo don't work. Certainly it's a guy that some minds have access to. That I know about, I just haven't fought anybody with it. You don't get enough doing that damn move. Again, I'm just a bit disappointed that this DLC hasn't come out yet. I don't know what's the holdup. Just like working on these Gohan. All they're gonna do is give him the same moves as Gohan, and then they might give him like 2, if not 3 additional skills and 4 power energy wave. I was like, you still have the Pycon. Gives me a reverse about Kusenko. Not even his. Knocking them back a lot. I'm trying to use Giant Storm now. Okay. But yeah, I've never understood why it takes this long if you're just going to give him certain combo stuff. Okay, okay. Good enough points. This level in Ross is so huge. Yeah, I do know that they don't want to make all new animations for stuff, but even so, they can take inspiration from other modders, I guess. Kind of refine it a bit, if I want to use a good word for it. See, that's why, if they were going to do something like this, that's exactly why I said that Dragon Ball Super Gohan shouldn't have been a full-on character. It should have been a different preset for Gohan. Same thing with Piccolo, just make him yellow. I don't think it's that hard to do. I mean, they already made him yellow, but they're putting that as like a different character, which to me makes no sense. Like DBS Gohan and DBS Gohan as Beast form shouldn't be 2 separate characters. that should be one character with different presets. Whether you want to use the potential unleashed version or whether you want to use the beast form. So Bummer DX works. So now I just need to use what do I want to use? It's like I want to use this, but the limit burst is defense, and usually when I run limit burst, I usually go for attack up, so everybody can benefit from it. Freaking hate this super soul. Like this one's good, but I would have to use it on I guess PvP. I think I should have that brace. I think I should have the Super Soul for Sakura. I think. I'm probably just gonna stick with that particular Super Soul. I'm gonna go over to Ada for. I'm gonna go over to Ada for now. She has access to all the characters. And plus, if I want to do Crystal Raid or a couple other modes, I have to use her for it. So. Orange Piccolo is the only thing I'm hyped for so far in this DLC. Well, I don't think I've heard a single person talking about DLC 16 talking about how they really want to play as Yellow Piccolo. And his moves that are literally just extensions of stuff that are already in the game. They did that to Gohan already. Now, as I said before, with certain moves, like Super Kamehameha, that one, it should have been like when you choose Super Kamehameha, you can actually choose which version after you select it. Whether you want the Gogeta version with the damage buff, I think it is. Whether you want the Gohan version where he teleports like what Kamehameha. And there was one other version I'm missing. But yeah. Yeah, you're right here. I've fought him a few times.
Sup?
I'll check the points after this, but I already know that my points are right now probably around like 60k or something. So I don't really need to check it if I know what it is. Just as a guess, and everybody here has good connection. That shocks me. Mainly because it's Xenoverse. Dang it, that no loading screen himself. Female singing, Namekian, female singing, male singing. Females. Wow, it's like 3 female singers in this thing. I'm trying to figure out what year I'm in. And this person came out real fast. And I hate that the main character of this game's name is me. I mean, at least with the name Ace, like the other guy, at least you've seen and heard of heroes with the name of Ace. You don't see that for me. Because when I think of me, I think of Rush Hour 3. I don't want the main character is going to be associated with like a, with a joke like that. I mean, granted, it was a funny scene, but still. Like, they could just call this dude Rookie. At least his name isn't in controller in all caps, though. Because in my story, I wanted it to be a joint effort, like a group effort to where more than one type of controller did it. But for the story mode, you can't have a cutscene like that, where other people are doing. And somehow, you're the only transforming one. Nope, that hit me, buddy. Well, why is it that you get to transform, nobody else can? It's a benefit to the rest, don't you think? The only thing that I do appreciate is that if you ever fight a mech in this thing, that you don't fight him when you go giant form. Just because for me around Xenoverse 1, Epsilon was supposed to be the main villain of mine, who was a freezer race. Finally, was supposed to have a different name. And then in this game, I think the evil variant of Ada was supposed to be the main villain. No. It was someone else that I created. Well, it was an edit of Algor in Soul Calibur 5, but I wanted to make him a Namekian for this game. But it wasn't until later I scrapped the idea to make it to where he was, I guess, like the second antagonist. And then when I pushed it for the 5 where Ryu beat him. Oh yeah, I didn't want to do that either.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
That mess. Ryu had no business fighting Bison in Street Fighter 5. That was Charlie's W. That was supposed to be like his redemption thing since they were building it up. Because, again, story-wise, he really hasn't been there since Street Fighter Alpha 2. Because here's the thing. I do want to say Street Fighter Alpha 3, but it makes zero sense for him to be in that game if he's canonically dead.
People of Canton City!
Because I
Have
feel
you been to the
about to say
Hero Coliseum
like
yet?
right, first off,
There you can enjoy explosive figure battles.
I'm about to say like even Guile and Chun-Li would have had more reason to beat Bison in Street Fighter 5 since they have their reasons why they hate him, while simultaneously they have more screen time than Ryu in that game. In fact, if we're gonna be technical, everybody had more screen time than Ryu in that game. Like Ryu has more screen time as Nakali did, if that.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
And Nakali spent most of his cutscenes just harassing people. Yes, he was. You said Charlie. You said Guile or Charlie beating him. I would have much rather him do that. But I was like, even Guile's ending in Street Fighter 4, whereas, you know, he wins the tournament, but he goes to his grave and says that his work really isn't finished just yet. You know, he starts to take down Bison. They could have did something like that to where he could finally go to Charlie's thing, not feeling any shame or whatever after beating Bison. And then Chun-Li wanted to get revenge for her dad because he was killed. Ryu doesn't even really have beef with Bison, and the only time he does is when, I guess, in the story like Street Fighter Alpha, where he's just trying to make him like his permanent like body replacement.
Welcome.
But yeah, they should have made, at least in my opinion, that Kali more of a threat, him not being fodder for everybody like Garrus was. And then they should have had it to where Ryu beats him, and then that's his thing, where he's conquering his thing and using, I think, the power of nothingness to beat him.
Hey-ya!
I mean, you can have Ryu join the fight of helping people, like, you know, like Rashid and all them, but he shouldn't have gotten the ultimate win. And what should have happened was that after either Charlie or Guile or Chun-Li beats Bison, then they could have the ending where Ryu fights Ken. Because Ryu in that game beat Nakali, he beat Bison and Ken. But at least with Ken, though, he wanted to do that afterwards.
Sup?
There are people who say Kronika is a Worst Mortal Kombat villain. I would agree. I mean, based on the competition she has, probably. Because Shang Tsung is the original big he's the original big boss. Then they had someone even bigger, literally, which was Shao Kahn. Twice. Who was literally, whose sole purpose was to... His whole purpose was to rob you. Like if you go into an arcade and at the unlikely event you got past freaking like anybody, you had to fight. See, here's the thing. I don't even think people would fight Kentaro without having an issue unless they're Katana. So at the event you did get there, he would just cheat you.
I said my listener was Blaze. He kind of showed up.
Oh, he said Blaze. Oh, you know what? You know what? That actually is a good one. Like, who you actually like more as a villain? He can Blaze or Chronica. Yeah, yeah. Blaze just showed up. What I want to say? Like in Deadly Alliance, not Deadly Alliance, in Deception. I think with Shujinko's those side quests that he gets his memories back. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to be guarding this egg real quick. I think just kind of just stays there, I guess. And then he just showed up super huge for some reason. Like he was all jacked up on steroids. And then and then I don't even think he even lost to Taven. And people think that Taven might have beaten him, but it part of everybody else, and Shao Kahn killed him later. But yeah, I saw it too. It was a long while. Hold on. Here you go. But yeah, Blaze didn't have a build-up. People were saying, oh, Chronica was foreshadowed. No, she wasn't foreshadowed. In fact, she was actually kind of a retcon character because literally like the big person, I think, that was supposed to be like, there isn't supposed to be anybody above the one being. So it didn't make sense for her to be in there. It's kind of like how people like were to believe in someone like, it's like God, but there's someone above God. You know, I'm not going to hit him like this. Literally, the CPU is trying their best to just knock him back the whole fight. See here, to me, she was the real main protagonist. Fang was the real villain. This part of the plot story. Fang just, I don't know. Like, I mean, yeah, Fang was literally Vice's biggest hype man, but yeah, he was just annoying to me. That's all it was. I mean, I understand they're trying to try something new, like they're trying to try something different with the character by making it a poison character for Street Fighter, but it's like, he just, other than being Bison's like main like headband, there isn't too much to him. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat with the Collector. It's like I want to like him, but like here's the thing, like in his like pre-fight dialogue, you know, his intro, he can be a savage when he's talking, but in the story, it's just like everything. No, it's like everything's about Shao Kahn or whatever. Pretty sure. Yeah, he's not really annoying you. Yeah, because Fang just came across as some pouty, like 4-year-old. Like, listen, like our niece is more mature than he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the story. Probably in the comics somewhere. I don't know. Like, there's always somebody in the comics I don't know about. Let me read this thing. But yeah, the other lines, it was like he was literally a background, like he was a background character alongside Mocap, who to me is of course top 5 worst characters. He could have been a cameo character, but they put him in more than the game. Wait. This is... Why didn't I use a segment for this room? There's only CPUs here, and usually CPUs just follow around like the host. So if I just isolated him while he was charged, I could have blew it at least 2 times. I'll do that next time. If I find a room that has 3 people or below, I'm picking Cyberman. Any other room, picking this dude. But yeah, even though he was annoying, I will agree, Fang was trying to stay relevant to the whole story. And that's a... Oh, you want to sneak attack with that? Okay. For a second, I thought... Here's the thing. I thought that was somebody else's. That's why I didn't do anything. Where's... Get up. I mean, we were there for that long, yeah. Like, mentally and physically, you would get drained working for Bison. So I agree with that. But yeah, it's like, they were trying to find a way to escape their jobs. After Bison left, that was like their cue to exit, because Balrog already had a full-on suit when he left. While as Vega, he was on top of a plane, he said, you know what, forget this job, and then just threw his mask off and just jumped off. But that makes me beg the question, at the event that they do bring back Balrog, they do bring back Vega, what would they even be doing? I know it's Sagat, he kind of undefected from Shadaloo after some stuff, and that's when he was replaced with Fang. And then became DLC for Street Fighter 5. But I just wouldn't know what they would want, because again, Sagat's more honorable than they are. Vega, I don't know what he'd be doing. Probably be stalking Cammy or Chun-Li or something. And then Balrog, he hangs around. I think his name is Ed. But even then, he wasn't even in the intro with Ed in Street Fighter 5. He was with that one character, Falk, I think her name was. Because that's the thing, like again, like Balrog left Shadaloo, Vega left, Sagat Ben left, Fang just kind of just stayed in the building to crumble along with him because he was just that much of a writer for Bison. The dolls are free from being brainwashed. Everybody got this freaking beer is closed. But hold on, I do have a question though. So I do know that T-Hawk did like Julie. I know that. They even showed it in the Street Fighter 4 ending. So with him, and they said that this new character, hold on. Hold on. First I gotta find her name. Hold on. Where is she? Yeah, Lily. People say that Lily was, I think, T-Hawk's like daughter or something like that. So that makes me a bit of a question. Like, did Julie and T-Hawk get married after Street Fighter? I guess like 5. I guess, because I know Street Fighter 5 was when she was still brainwashed. So that's why I say that.
Sup?
Because I know everybody's doing their own thing now. Even Guile, he's no longer focused on Bison. But if they find a way to bring Bison back, I'm gonna actually be annoyed. I do like Bison as a character, but I would actually be heavily annoyed if he came back. Because, as I've already stated earlier, and as you stated earlier, he should have died in that game, but to someone else rather than Ryu. I like Ryu as a character. I like him getting certain W's, but he shouldn't have been the one to do it. It's kind of like Gil. Like, he's like the main antagonist of Street Fighter 3, but Alex beat him. If Ryu beat him, it kind of like buries the other characters. Get this stupid, ugly character out by Screed. It's so Max. He could have looked. He Like, they could just be back perfect cell or something. The only other person I think who stayed dead throughout this whole time I think was Raditz. Even Nappa came back. I mean, it was for a brief moment though, but you get the point. Like Raditz, he hasn't shown himself like the Saiyan Saga at least that I know of. Meanwhile, Frieza, he's an anti-hero now. Freaking Boo, he's a good guy now. 17 and 18, they're good. But the only person who hasn't joined the heroes is Cell. Because, look, even Broly joined the heroes at this point. Oh my god, that thing posed. I freaking hate that pose so much. I messed that up. I should have knew the time of that one. There we go. But again, the only other person I think I know of, the only other doll in Street Fighter, because of the comment again, that I know of that wasn't in Street Fighter 5 because they were elsewhere, I think was Junior, and that's because she was being taken care of by Cantley. Nope, go back to being standable. While I appreciate the effort of stamina breaking, other people like me have to do a headbutt. It's a bit easier. Oh, he was trying to do stamina breaker to power rush. I get it now. The power rush, like, that's too big of a risk in a mode like this. You were in player match, that's different. Okay, now you're just trying to set him up for a stick of center pick. Like, he already had. Oh yeah, that direct headbutt from earlier. I didn't mean to do that. That's why when I did see it, I immediately de-transformed so he wouldn't start patting his head again. I missed. Okay. So he'd probably be in the intro by himself, kind of like how, even in a game I think like Rebel Fatal Fury, you use everybody's character icons, and then for a brief period you see Geese kind of sitting there in the darkness, smiling.
Here. Here.
Oh shoot. You say you were ready to get bigger on the wall. Yeah, I did the same thing for Lauren on mine. I didn't want Ada to be the one to beat him. Because Ada technically has already had her win against the main villain of Xenoverse 1, who was originally Jack's villain. But, you know, they fought two different occasions. And I wanted to make it more oh, I got a lot of points at the time. I just wanted to make it more of a recurring thing, but I didn't want him to come across as annoying or unkillable. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, hold on. Okay, I am back, and hate to jinx it now, but this stream has gone on kind of long actually, without any network errors. Okay. Now missing notifications. No, just a party invite. 50 minutes ago from someone else. I ain't gonna lie, those parties have been on and off. Alright. If I already have enough points for the raid, I can probably get started on crystal raids.
Greetings.
No, not photo mode. Speaking of photo mode, please patch photo mode in general. I hate to beat the dead horse, but I just can't. I just can't stop talking about it. It's not even a missed opportunity. It's a good mode. It's just they keep restricting people nowadays. And there we go. I got my 100k points. So with all these beers closed sayings, like they're everywhere today. And I knew for a fact that your wins came from player match because you fight one-on-one, you're gonna get your behind when wearing that. If you were to rank the raiders, number 1 would be Frieza. Well, that's because Frieza literally has Zarbai and Doria no matter what level he's in, while simultaneously he can become immortal. 2 is Vegeta. Yeah, because again, you have to beat him at level 3 unless you beat Nappa through the Super Time Machine, which is very, very rare, if at all. This is the wrong thing. Give me a second.
Sup?
And then Cell and then Boo. Theirs is a bit debatable, but with Cell, it's like, at least with him, even though he can get killed as Larva Cell, for most of the time you're going to be level 2. And plus he can evolve fast. With Spopovich, he has Bad Key Blast. He has Yamu to pretty much go to certain places, which can be useful at times unless they get hit with like a rocket launcher. Then Spopovich is left to do his own combo, which I don't want to say takes too long, but it's like he's easy to avoid unless he has like a radar, and even then, like, you would much rather pick Cell than Spopovich when it comes to people teleporting away from you. Because even thinking of it now, even a level 1 Cell, Larva Cell, does good damage when he hits somebody when they're in change. I'm not saying out of change because everybody takes the same damage. Unless you fight the Cybermen, of course. They just grab you through it. Why I keep pressing top until I take down? Trying to do crystal raids. Probably no one even here. Yeah, it's also probably no one even here. I'll try to see the single one more time. Oh, never mind. God dang it. Well, at least no people are on. Let me see the single one. If I can't find anyone for single, I'll probably have to host room and find randoms there. Because again, as people know, I do love this mode. I just don't see anybody here anymore. Everybody's just waiting for the next DLC to come up before they return. Yeah, that's just the thing. I don't want Crystal Red to die off. I like this mode. But people are either playing the raid, they're either playing Street Fighter 6 demo, they're either playing Street Fighter, not Street Fighter, Star Wars, I think Survivor, I think it was, the newest one. And like, there's a lot of stuff coming. Not everybody's going to want to stay on Xenoverse for too long, and again, this particular game, like the last time we had DLC was Gamma 1 and 2, so it's been a while for the next DLC to come out. And again, it's because, as you probably said, they're probably working on Beast Gohan still, trying to come up with a decent enough trailer. Because again, all these trailers are supposed to sell you on it, and if they have nothing to offer, then this might be Xenoverse, like this might be Xenoverse's last stand until Budokai Tenkaichi 4 and Xenoverse 3. And even then, Xenoverse 3 is going to come a very long time from now, because again, Budokai Tenkaichi 4 is going to have a lot of content, because, you know, They already had a huge roster. Now they have Dragon Ball Super and Super Dragon Ball Heroes and stuff to deal with. You sure you want ready up now? Because the second you both ready up, I am. But yeah, if I had to choose each and every one of the Raiders, the best level 1 is ironically the Cyberman. I mean, here's the thing. With Frieza, he's good too, but with a Cyberman, not only can he teleport anywhere in the map as long as somebody is triggering like the little like planet spot, but he can one-shot people out of change. No other Raider can do that. Spopovich can far from do that. You'll be lucky enough to tickle somebody. And then Cell at level 1, he's just larva. So people have to get really close to do something like that. And another thing, the Cyberman can actually like stun you, and you can't use any skills and stuff. So there's that. And then there's one person I'm missing. No, I think I covered it. What's up, Kara? Yes, what is these too low? Yep. And then best level 2, if I had to choose, it's a tie between Nappa and Frieza, at least to me. The reason why I say Frieza is because he literally has that giant storm move. So people try to run away from you into like into a cave, you can literally use that move, as long as of course you locked onto them, of course. And on top of that, you know, he still has Urban Dodoria and Break Strike, because you can sometimes use Break Strike into full power energy wave and connect it. And then best level 3 again is Frieza. Because yeah, let's face it, he's way better than Cell. His league's better than Vegeta. Actually, wait a minute. That might be a bit of a that might be a bit of a tie actually, because Super Buu exists. Well, armor. Yeah, modded. Can't escape mods no matter what mode I play. As long as you keep running, it's gonna off everybody else. I'm gonna force you to fight me.
What is this guy? This power?
Weird. Best one me is first form freezer, the level 2 second form freezer. Yep. We experiencing pain and break as my skills we have level 3 is freeze level 2 randoms. Oh, the random sucked. Don't worry, that happens a lot. Don't worry, I was gonna lie. I still have videos that are yet to be posted. But I wasn't aware you actually had a YouTube channel that moment. That kind of surprised me a little bit. But yeah, if you're talking about level, oh yeah, you're talking about like worst level ones. Yeah, then Cell. No, then worst level 2 is the first one. Cell. His competition. Well, Boo shoots 4 key blasts. Then he has the competition of Nappa and Frieza, which, yeah, he would be labeled the worst. And then Special Being can't put by Angel Wave aren't even accurate. It's like he's trying to fight people with those drug goggles. Well, hold on. Okay. Oh, somebody actually made a room. That surprises me. But yeah, worst level 1, if I had to choose. Post-patch Popovich. I'm not saying pre-patch. He was somewhat decent, I guess. As he's enjoying your content. Oh. Well, I appreciate that. I know you do. But if you're telling them if you're trying to enjoy my content, just do not direct them to any other Cheese a Day videos, because yeah, that's how you make anybody's mood sour. Is that particular set video, which by the way, as I've already said before, since at a even number, that the next ranked stream is going to wind up. So the next ranked thing I do is going to wind up being streamed, and usually when I do those, it's from 1,000 points to 8,000 points. And this person has the annoying thing of Assault Rain. You're lucky I got no poison moves. Yep, here we go. Then we can do it again. Yep. Oh, shoot. Yeah, see, I like I don't know. Yeah, no. Well, that's unfortunate. Because you would have thought that in 2023 people would have evolved from the tactics, but no. Fortunately, we have people fighting the way they do. Yeah, everybody uses the same name. Pretty much, it's always just square triangle. It's always, well, I say butter, but that's literally just square triangle again. Oh shoot. Oh, yeah, I died. I'm not mad about it though, because again, I had to fight some person alone. And hold on, how many people were CPUs? No one actually. Okay, that's
What
about.
is this guy? This power?
Well, I got a Senzu at least. But let me see everything I've missed, because I know it's a couple things. If instant transmission wasn't there, she'd come wouldn't exist in the first place. Yeah, you're referring to that in energy field. Yep. And then just the worst level 2 is for it. But yeah, I think I was talking about like the worst level 3. It's still so. Like so is at a disadvantage. I keep pressing the same mode. We're going back to Crystal Raid again, like singles. Because on top of that, looking at the comment you said with the energy field instant transmission, sometimes they even have, I think, the power release thing to where they get like a free power up. And sometimes they're a bit above you in terms of power. So if you're someone, let's say Cell, like first form, they can body you in a cave for a little bit until somebody comes in to back them up. Yeah, it can interrupt survivors from using supers, but it's predictable. That's the thing. Because you can hear the startup.
Sup?
If I hit Rayquaza one more time.
Sup?
Second. Okay, I think I'm all caught up basically in terms of comments. There wasn't too much I missed. Hold on. Picking the same thing again. Because again, the reason why I have stuff like Andrew kicking very well, it is not because of ranked, it's not because of player matches. I don't use those particular Super Souls outside of this mode. Because in this mode I feel like you should have every advantage possible to fight somebody who has way more health than you do. So that's why this is the only place where I condone the Super Soul and the very well Super Soul. And this guy has Beerus's pants on, so he's likely dead. And this guy is literally Thrift Store Vegito. Did you put Ben in? Yeah, I did. The mirror actually had half a brain while the other person had a quarter of a brain.
What is this guy? This power?
And then I don't know about my partners. I don't know what's up with him. Freaking Derek. Now I know what he. I don't know what his deal was. I didn't see what level he was because he died kind of fast. Let's see here. Nope, there was anything else. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. It's like everybody died too fast, and I was left to fend against somebody else. And that particular fight, I actually could have avoided mirror stuff, but I was also dealing with the sand at the same time. Okay, first off, I hit this mode again. Second, I also didn't check who my partner was. Yeah, you. Okay.
Sup?
They ain't big brain. No, they're not. But Ben and K-Web does a lot of damage in this particular mode. That's why I use it. I use Android Kick for a variety of reasons, one of which is to avoid Broly's grab spam. And then Elegant Blaster, I think I use. That one is for people who target me with Marbling Drop and Assault Rain. It kind of confuses them. Final Flash, I have no reason for that. Final Flash is literally only there because that's what Lauren uses in the story. She doesn't necessarily say Final Flash in it, but that's the move she uses. And this larva cell picture looks more intimidating than half of the... It looks more intimidating than 80% of the artworks in this game. This person picks Cell. You must have just got a Breakers or something. I'm about to let you have one good round in Breakers. All of a sudden you want to go here. Yeah, you deal with that. This guy fighting.
Beat it! Take your planet with you!
losing too much health. You gotta grab you. I need some key back when I fight him. That's the problem. What are you block mashing for? You have armor. You can quit. Like all you do is literally hold block. Stop being stupid. What? Okay, I have no clue why she stopped. I have no clue why Lawrence stopped to move. Still, I don't know what he was doing in the end there. I don't know if he was trying to troll or not.
What is this guy? This power?
See here. His nickname. Okay. Like, here's the thing. I'm not mad about the result, but what I am mad about is the fact that he realizes he has armor and still insists on block mashing. When you are armored in this game, you cannot perfect block. It's not like Mortal Kombat 11, where you have armor you can still flawless block. It's not like that.
Sup? Sup?
Like, it's a peeve of mine. I'm not even and I'm not even like I'm the person who's like has a lot of health like him. I say like it's just I don't know if people do that. I really don't. And I already had a mini meme of that. While you block match with armor on, like it was that Think meme from that show Invincible. Which didn't take me long to make, believe me. But yeah, like, of these things, the only thing I would switch on Lauren, based on the moveset, if I hit this one more time, is either Android Kick, or what's the move called? Final Flash. Final Flash just doesn't do a lot of damage, and it's too, I guess, linear. It's kind of predictable. You're kicking people out of crystal raid rooms? It's not even like here's the thing, it's not even like his double crystal raid. It's just single. Either you're trying to get nothing but friends, or you're trying to find nothing but idiots, or both.
Sup?
You know, with a name like Unstoppable, you sure have been stopped a lot with your 17-16 record with your discount beer In fact, that's that beers. I apologize. You can burr call preset. Like I haven't seen this before. The only thing different is Beast, and even then, I'm
Sir.
pretty sure he already has that equipped. So when you live and breathe broke up for too long, like that guy needs to be his own character. I mean, he kind of was, and then like unstoppable, I guess. And then he kept on getting beat on, and he just decided to wear Burkow's clothes. I don't know how long he's been rocking it, but still, he used to have his own design of clothes, which I can almost guarantee you, people have probably tried to enter the fashion show, which I actually forgot to do a while back, wearing Burkow's clothes. I can just tell there was at least 3 people who did that. It's kind of like people trying to go into a fashion show with a blue coat. Like you would have to have how many people as the first place winner? You gotta have at least 30 people as the first place winner for that. Could be because everybody got that do-rag and the blue coat. Well, 5 me alone. No, fine then. I'm guessing nobody's joining this thing. And I've been there. In fact, I'm still there. So that's why I'm reading up now. But yeah, if I had to choose what I want to switch stuff for, Final Flash would probably be switched for Frost's ultimate move that poisons them, because it does decent damage. And here they are with artworks for a character that isn't in the game. Like, why even put that artwork in the game? It's not even gonna be in it. Like, how you gonna put in Takedown and not Harudagon? It's like putting in Paragus and not Broly. Freaking weird. Okay, I know your strategy already. It's just a spam teleport vanishing ball. Now me, I'm doing this because you have armor. I don't have armor. And another thing, it's just me. Block mashing again? You can hold block, you imbecile. It's not that hard of a concept to grasp. Watch this. See? That's holding block. You don't need to keep... You don't need to keep doing that. Oh, you don't understand the concept of auto just guard, do you? No, you don't? Alright. Quit block mashing my face, you buffoon. See, that's how you lost. Quit block mashing.
What is this guy? This power?
How you gonna lose to one dude? You lost to a, you lost to a female Saiyan. And I was the only one left for a while. But because you didn't know what the concept of grabbing was, you decided, oh, let me just keep block mashing in his face because that'll stop me from getting attacked. You lucky I didn't have an unblockable move like Tri-Beam. Like, people like you give me a headache. Also, I may post 3 pictures coming to tomorrow. Alright. I'll look forward to that if it comes on Discord.
Sup?
Man, that... Oh. Alright, good. I didn't get any messages. I'm just making sure. Because again, I haven't gotten hate mail in a very long time, but you never know. You know, they pop up on you in the worst times. I guess he broke the first rule. He did. The second rule was probably picking a male Saiyan in a crystal raid as the boss. They're like the most predictable people to fight in this thing. If you wanted to confuse me, you could have picked Demigod or something. I'm not used to his fighting tactics. I'm already used to other people though, like Zamasu. I already know his tactic. It's just grab. Same thing with Broly. Are you sure you really want to do that? You might want to wait some, buddy. I'll wait till there's at least 2 or 3 more people in this thing. You ready up now? You say something like, let's go. I'm going to hit that ready button. You're going to get folded. So you don't want to wait. This is just to let them know I'm here. See here. Okay. Alright, just more quotes from Breakers. With the exception of you're the worst, because that guy is most definitely the worst for that. I'll give it additional 35 seconds before I ready to come up. Okay. Well, you're not going to connect. I've seen you earlier. You and I got different NAT types. It's not gonna work. Either that or his internet's just garbage, either one. Why do it move those lines when you do eliminate attacks in the breakers? I don't know. Maybe a raider was complaining about hearing a bunch of lines at once who's getting jumped in the cave. I don't know. Oh, block mashing your face made him overconfident. But look, that's just the thing though. As I've stated multiple times, if you are armored in this game, if you pop the super armor limit burst or you're a crystal raid boss, you can't perfect block. I'm surprised that after this long time of crystal raid existing, that people still don't get that concept. It's like using fighting pose K and trying to perfect block. It doesn't work. Same thing with fighting pose F and a bunch of other stuff. Let me check something. You know what, I figure I'll join this party real quick. Why not?
What's good, Jackie?
Alright, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and ready up here.
Lose with level 4 against a level 3 freezer. Oh,
and this man, and this guy's gonna lose because he wanted to ready up early. Now, granted, nobody was really joining, but you know. Let's see if we can actually get past this.
Like the fact that he's about to lose with level 4, level 3 freezers just speaks volumes to me.
Wait, you say what level was this guy again? Talking about freezer?
He's level 4 against level 3 freezer.
And who's losing? Wait, and you said who's winning?
Alright.
Alright, let's see here. Let's see this.
He lost.
Yeah, of course he did. Alright. That's what male sayings in this thing. Very good. Was he a male saying? What are we gonna find? He was. It took one punch for you to use instead of cover down burst? Yeah, this guy's not gonna last. Yeah.
Exactly. The beating was so bad. I'm just surprised he lost. Oh yeah, that dude, you like the damage, by the way? But he's still doing the raid.
Hold on.
Yeah, shoot an invite just in case.
What is this guy? This power?
I'll give him points for fighting me alone, but at the same time, should have waited just a little bit longer. You see, about to do. Hold on, you about to do. Alright. Hold on, I'm about to switch games if I'm gonna help out Momo then.
I'm about to start a special class. I hope to see you all
Like,
there.
is this,
If you
like,
want.
it's still in
You know,
the
whatever.
lobby or no?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me a sec, I'm about to switch games. So I'll come and see you guys in just a second. Hold on.